about coming into this. So it's been great to see how they have stepped up, and they made such a good point. Northern Gaming having to face off teams that we weren't expecting to do as well, but Mockit has had to face Orbit and Flipside. They are feeling great coming into this. Winner moves on to the grand finals. Let's find out who it is. It's gonna have Mockit in the orange. Devo early on gonna put that one in. There's Mockit on the board.
Only 5 seconds into this match, and look how it plays out. Devo coming from the back field, putting a shot on net. Remco trying to get up, actually gets over it a little too much, and then it sneaks in. Only 5 seconds in, and we're already up by 1.
Yeah, it seemed like there was a bit of confusion on the defense of Northern Gaming off that kickoff. And that just left it wide open there for Devo to shoot that one past Remco. Mockit already feeling good. Here comes Northern Gaming, though, off the backboard. Mystic in the air. They pinch it high, and it'll drop back towards Violent Panda, who sends it to the wall. Pashy not able to get a touch onto that one as Remco carries it back into the corner. Now it'll be Devo out towards the side. Violent Panda will continue to carry it on. Remco's in the corner waiting for him, sends it out towards Mystic, who has the opportunity, puts it towards the backboard. Devo and Pashy both on the wall. Not the positioning you want on defense here, but Mystic will miss that one. Give Mockit time to sort themselves back out and transition back onto offense.
Exactly something they need to do. Normally a defensive heavy team as well, despite all that pressure, they like to counterattack. Just like we saw Take 3 last match. They wait a little bit and then they move together as a unit. The difference that makes in the pressure that it applies towards this team on Northern Gaming, very difficult to break out of.
4:02 left to go. First minute come and gone after an exciting first 5 seconds. Both teams have settled in. Violent Panda sends that one into the box. Pashy fakes out Mystic, but Maestro doesn't fall for it. He's able to put it back in the corner and avoid a second goal here for Mockit. A nice pop by Violent Panda. Devo in the air takes it past Remco, and he's got an open net here, but Maestro from the side sends it over. Violent Panda will try to pass in the direction of Pashy, who turns around after picking up midfield boost, gets it past Remco. Maestro will be able to pick that one up. Both he and Mystic on the wall, but minimal pressure right now from Mockit. Here comes Violent Panda. Remco able to send that one away. It's in the corner as Pashy wraps it around. Maestro almost sends it towards his own net, but puts it off the crossbar. It's away, and now they will try to transition on offense.
Doesn't matter, because as soon as you see that transition, Pashy turns around and plays it in. I'm so glad he's getting involved for this team, but Mystic needs to do the same thing for Northern Gaming. When Mystic is able to get up, it allows Remco and Maestro to do what they do best, which is put shots on net.
You saw Devo just stopped. He knew this was in. He didn't have enough boost or something. I'm not sure. Just over here in the corner, did not go for it once Remco had the shot. Excellent play there. Northern Gaming ties it.
Well, you see part of it having to do with Mockit as well. The way that he shadows him down that corner. There's a player on him trying to deny boost, just get in his way. Even if it's not even a bump, it's just trying to take him out of the play so Devo can get a shot on. We're all tied up 2 minutes in.
Violent Panda with ball control in front of his own net. Gets it past Maestro, who is able to send it over towards Mystic. Now Devo will pick this one up, slow it down, tries to put it underneath. A great play. That'll leave it with Pashy, passes up to Devo, puts it onto the backboard. This is where Mockit is most dangerous. Luckily, Mystic is able to get there before Violent Panda can touch it, but Devo keeps the shot, puts it in, and they get the lead back.
Phenomenal placement by Devo coming from the left side. You see Devo, as soon as he gets kind of like out of control, he boosts, maintains it, drives back on the wall, gets back to the other side, and clears it in immediately. Normally, we see a lot of players rotate back on that. Not Devo. He's going to stay up, make a play for his team, and put them back up by 1.
And if you're Northern Gaming, you have to keep that ball off of your backboard. You have to keep someone up there to constantly interfere, because the moment you put it there, Mockit's going to score, but here comes Mystic on the other side, tying it up.
We are going to see so much back and forth in this game, and I think that's actually what Mockit likes. We mentioned, and they say in their interviews, we like playing fast-paced. Maybe G needs to do that same thing. They recognize what they're doing well. Let's slow it down. Let's change the pace. Let's make them come to us.
Mystic able to score there in a similar setup to how we saw Mockit score in the first 5 seconds. Confusion on defense off of a kickoff, and now the game is tied as we cross halftime. Devo and Pashy in the corner. Mystic will send it onto the backboard. Devo's there. Able to get it past Remco. Nice pinch to put it past Remco. Maestro continues to interfere at the midfield, but that leaves with Violent Panda. All players from Mockit very far upfield. You see Devo falling back as Mystic gets the clear on the backboard. Violent will pass to Pashy, who takes a shot. 3 players commit on the defense, but it's so close to the goal. They're able to get grounded again. Devo continues to work his way around them, but no follow-up from Mockit. Out of boost, having to fall back. 1:57 left to go, still a tie game.
A lot of these guys cluttering up both sides and both teams. Shot on net though for Devo.
Great angle, able to put it past Maestro.
Devo able to come in. You see these guys cluttering up, but as soon as they spread out, a good contest coming in for Mockit with Pashy, and then the follow-up. Even if Devo doesn't get that shot, you see Pashy's taking full advantage of his opportunities. Swings in, goes for the goalie, not needed in that chance.
The hat trick for Devo. He's doing all the offensive work right now. At least all the offensive finishes. Violent Panda will be able to send that one away, just barely winning out that 50-50 with Mystic in the air. Pashy sends it over into the corner. Looks to stop it, but does not make contact. Devo does not make contact either, but he leaves him upfield.
Oh, what a flip from Devo!
Great block by Maestro, and Remco gets the clear. Excellent plays on both sides.
That placement was perfect, just not enough. Another opportunity.
Violent Panda will put it away. Pashy will try to move in to keep this offensive going. Both teams playing out of their minds right now. Northern Gaming's defense holding on from the onslaught of shots, but Violent Panda will make it crack. The lead continues for Mockit.
This pressure from Mockit, one after another. Look how far back Violent Panda sees that. He approaches it carefully. He doesn't get in the air, he stays grounded, and then as soon as he sees his opportunity to attack, he comes in, puts a shot. So difficult for them to save, and it goes in their net.
Beautiful block there. Remco and Maestro were able to put together, but they did not get the clear. So they were not able to transition onto offense, and it continued for Pashy and the boys as they move up here. Continuing their show of dominance we've seen all weekend long. Now on Championship Sunday when it matters most, they're holding on. Continuing to perform at the top. Maestro going to try and push this one through. It'll be Devo who blocks him out. Pashy and Violent Panda, a bit of confusion there. As Pashy takes the boost and leaves Violent Panda with the ball. Puts it into the box. Mystic puts it onto the wall. Devo, great midfield wall block. Send it right back into the corner. Keep the offensive going. Remco trying to wrap it around. Pashy will send it to the far side where Maestro is waiting. Violent Panda wins that 50-50, a critical 50-50. He wins another one and puts it onto the post, or onto the crossbar rather. Now Maestro able to pick that one up as Pashy was not able to keep it going. Mystic in the air with a nice opportunity, drops it towards the net. Violent Panda with the block, but it's still a dangerous place. Pashy will clear it to the side, but Remco with the opportunity keeps this offensive going. Maestro now in the air, a great block by Violent Panda to keep this shot away. 10 seconds remaining, they've got to put this one in right now. That block from Mockit. It looks like Mockit will be able to hold on as this clock winds down. Do they get one more? They put it on the crossbar. Violent Panda trying to put a nail in the coffin. It doesn't matter. Time's out. Game is over, and Mockit will get the buzzer beater. Well done by Pashy. 5-2 to Mockit.
Carrying through with that dominance. We've seen this before today, and now it's NG's chance to bounce back. But it doesn't seem to matter. They're literally controlling the pace on every facet of this field. Even the times that they do break out and get goals for Northern Gaming, it's just not enough. Mockit comes back, they respond, and they do it quickly.
Well done, Mockit. Not looking any different than we've seen them all weekend long. Continuing to be strong and to play the best at this fast pace. 14 shots, holding Northern Gaming to only 4.
That's something very difficult to do. But that's kudos to Mockit. The desk has mentioned they've had to go through some very tough games, even coming back with a reverse sweep. In a LAN environment, that's something that's so critical. Being able to persevere through something that difficult, like, that's a good place to be. Not only like as a team, obviously you get to keep playing, but
absolutely
emotionally, like the mental game that you come through from that.
Absolutely. We've been talking about how like Take 3 and Precision Z were the big strength that they brought into this was just having a great mindset. They didn't feel like they were in a weak place at all. And Mockit, they reverse swept Orbit. They beat the #1 seed from their region, the team everyone's scared of, Flipside.
Look at them.
And now they come into this. You have to feel so good right now, right? And everyone's cheering for you at the moment. You got a home crowd. The situation could not be more in their favor right now. But Northern Gaming in a very good spot as well. Just game 1. This is a 7-game series. They got at least 3 more.
Well, that's the benefit for Northern Gaming. There's a lot to go still. And that's something that they can bounce back from. Now they've noticed and recognized, okay, what was our problem initially? What have we done? What is happening? Come back, make those corrections. Stick it to Mockit. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, for sure.
With how they're playing.
The reward from this being an automatic berth into the Grand Finals. The Grand Finals has a bracket reset situation where if you are the #1 team, if you win in the first 7 games, it's over. The person who comes up from the lower bracket has to do that twice to you. So it's so critical to win this series here. Northern Gaming has everything to play for right now as they are able to play some defense here in the beginning of game 2, get it away from their net and transition into offense. It'll be Violent Panda with ball control who sends it right back into their half. Ian Pashy will try to move up. Missed that one on the touch from Maestro. Remco's 50-50 in the air. We'll leave it towards Violent Panda on the wall, who passes up towards Mystic. Maestro who's there. Pashy gets it through, puts it in. First blood to Mockit.
Just missing one touch. Pashy's able to dominate on it. You see this Maestro coming across, plays it in the midfield, doesn't clear it out far enough. And with Mystic trying to follow up, if he could get there, it would have been a nice counterattack. But because they are attacking, they're spreading out on the field, it gives them the ability to come up, make a play, and shut them down.
A great situation there as Pashy puts on so much pressure, meeting Maestro at the clear. not allowing him to have, at best, the ball was just going to stay in their half. Now Devo trying to pass to Pashy. They connect on that one and send it to the corner. Mystic will be able to put it high. Follows along, flipping over towards the boost. Devo is able to get it, though, and put it to Violent Panda. There was very little pressure from Northern Gaming. Pashy puts this one out towards the middle. Mystic with a nice touch to the far side. Ball spending a lot of time in the air, just being hard cleared in both directions. Devo to Remco. Maestro now picks this one up, sends it onto the backboard, and is able to get a pinch very close there to the goal. Goes just wide, and now Pashy going to take this one on the wall. Try to do it himself, see if he can pass to a teammate here. Gets it through Mystic, Devo up, but Remco there just a moment earlier. Violent Panda has to hang back on the defense. A critical touch there from Violent Panda as he takes it away from Mystic.
Good pressure starting coming from Northern Gaming. You see that first touch, and then spreading out on that field. They make amends to what they were making mistakes on earlier. Now they just need to clean up the touches and then keep that pressure. As soon as they get one shot, it's an immediate clear back out, and credit does go to Mockit for that. The way that they're spreading out the field on their own side allows them to make touches. Oh my goodness.
Close one there as Mystic almost put it in his own net. Pashy's able to get this one through. Oh, is that dropping in? It does. Pinches off the ceiling. An interesting bounce gives us a tie game.
Difficult to read off that ceiling. It goes high from the 50-50. It ends up hitting Maestro, but pinches off of Pashy straight up, and that trajectory, just tough to read. And when it's going that fast, it's just, you're not able to make a reaction in time, and it goes in that bottom right corner. Perfectly placed, even though it was unintentional.
3:17 left to go. Northern Gaming getting a bit of luck there that really helps them out. Great positioning as well to guarantee that one went in. 3:09 on the clock. Remco able to pop that one away from Pashy. Violent Panda tries to pinch it off of his teammate, but Remco now with ball control. Pashy will send it over to the side. As Violent Panda gets situated in net, Devo and Pashy will try to push it out. As it gets clear to the other side, they'll rotate. That'll put Devo in net and Violent Panda going for the clear. Get it through one. Mystic's soft touch will drop it to Devo in the corner, but he gets an equally soft touch, which leaves it for Maestro. Takes a shot towards the net, blocked away by Pashy. So it goes into the corner. 2:39 left to go. Right here around halftime, tied up. These teams was very close in the beginning of game one, and then Mockit was able to run away with it in the second half. They look to be on course to have a similar situation. Just a matter of which team is able to turn it up in the second half of this game.
Well, you're starting to see Mockit wake up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Northern Gaming finally applying that pressure that we are so used to seeing from them.
They're applying pressure, but it's not something that Mockit has not been able to deal with. Remco getting some bumps in the goal might be what they need. But Devo gets himself situated, gets grounded again, and gains ball control once more. Maestro and Mystic getting tangled up on top of each other. They only had Violent Panda and net to deal with. An opportunity come and gone. 2 minutes on the clock now. As Northern Gaming has transitioned into having most of the ball control in this game. They've been able to methodically keep that ball in their half. Finally, Mockit breaks out. Violent Panda will put it in the corner. Devo's watching what Pashy does with it. He'll go up on the wall and try to pass down to his teammates. Gets it on the backboard. Remco, nice touch to send it away. It's in the direction of Pashy, who keeps the offensive alive. Almost bumps Violent Panda there, who has to drive backwards. They almost draw out all of Northern Gaming as well. You can see what they're trying to do, trying to play it in the position that looks like Northern Gaming can deal with it and draw the defenders away from the goal. But Pashy will be able to get that one through one. Remco puts it high. Devo with an opportunity to re-angle this one towards the goal. Does not go in. Bounces off the corner. It'll be Violent Panda who sends it onto the backboard once more. Both teams with offensive opportunities, but no one able to work with it. Can Pashy do this one? Nope. Maestro gets there first.
Maestro doing a really good job with the help of Remco, getting up early and making these clears. Normally, NG is the team that's the backboard, but they haven't been giving those opportunities. But the backboard plays are starting to get shut down. As these players get better and better, they're starting to leave players up on that backboard just so they can make a quick Spider-Man clear and get it out.
Final minute of gameplay. Both teams have had extended sieges in the opponent's half. Neither has been able to finish it off. These are still here just tied up at one apiece. With how defensive this game has been, pretty sure the next goal will be the go-ahead win in game number 2, and right now is Northern Gaming with the opportunity. Pashy puts it over to the side. Maestro tries to pressure it through. Devo's in net. Pashy rotates. Mystic takes the shot. Devo's there to block it away. Pashy's in right behind him. It's Violent Panda out of the midfield looking for the pass. Pashy comes out, he's not there, no one home right now, but Remco, no pressure coming through from Northern Gaming as he just tried to back pass there. Finally, Devo gets it over the top. Final 10 seconds. A goal right now would win the game as Mystic has it through two. It's just Violent Panda on this back line. He keeps it in the corner, buys his teammates time, pushes forward, and Remco will slam that one down. Overtime, game number 2.
Overtime in game number 2, but this is going to be that momentum swift they're looking for. NG can close this out, they're right back in it. If Mockit gets it, then it starts to play that mental game. Is NG going to be able to overcome that? We'll find out.
Devo looking for an opportunity. Remco drops this one at a great angle, but Violent Panda's there. Maestro in to try and finish it off. They're on the backboard once more. Mystic comes in, but does not find it. Gets demoed, will spawn him on the back line. That lets Maestro some time to be aggressive here. Mystic's there again, onto the backboard once more, looks for a pass. Remco sends it towards the goal, draws up Pashy and Devo, but they get the nice clear to the side. Now Mystic. Leave that one, and Pashy moves it forward. Goes onto the backboard, Devo takes a shot. This is dangerous. Violent Panda in a nice spot, does not make contact. Devo will fall back as Pashy rotates in. Solid offensive rotations from Mockit as they try to keep this one going. Remco will send it over the side, puts it into the corner. Violent Panda just barely makes it back to goal. Remco will drop that one lightly over the top of Violent Panda, but Pashy's there. And here comes the long clear. Mystic able to get there, just barely keeping that long shot out. Violent Panda in with another one, draws up 3. This is it for Mockit if they can shoot, but no one with a place to shoot. Devo will send it towards the net once more. Remco clears it again and just barely gets out of this one alive. Both teams so close.
Now, even though NG wasn't able to make a goal off of that, it gave them so much time. You saw Devo, good line game.
Oh, Devo!
He beat him to the goal.
Got it through!
He has a chance! Devo with the goal!
It goes in and Mockit has the 2-game lead.
Here they are, welcome back. So well played by Devo. Just staying patient, keeping it to the ground. He makes one cut, doesn't even go for it, has a defender whiz by, and then just sees the way he sees the goal, just a quick shot, and then follows it up. Even though there was no chance for them to get it, just well placed, good decision making all around.
The breakaway will give us the win here for Mockit Aces, as they are able to continue that one. Look at this shot differential here. 4 shots from Mockit to 10 from Northern Gaming, and just 3 goals total in this game. What a crazy ride.
Right, back and forth you see, and with those saves, like the amount of saves Mockit was doing, as soon as those shots came in, they packed the box. Like, even though the opportunities were there for Northern Gaming subtly, I mean, you saw 6 shots from Remco alone. It just didn't make a difference.
As they continue on here, so what does Northern Gaming need to do? So the thing is, Northern Gaming changed it up to where you had the slow pace, right? They slowed down the pace so much in game number 1, or game number 2. Game number 1 was very high paced, and we saw that Mockit just continued on. They just played very well, right? So Northern Gaming slows it way down, and then they still are not able to pull it off, and you see Devo just get the breakaway to win that one. So what does Northern Gaming do now that they find themselves in a 2-game deficit?
It's difficult. I mean, that's when you start to see that mental game come into play. First thing they need to do, calm down, reset, do everything that they're used to. Okay, talk to each other. Okay, what's going on? And communicate. I mean, we see some issues, and we saw it in Orbit actually, where the mental game actually overcame them. They weren't able to collect themselves and come back into it. So big thing, these guys have been playing together for so long in Remco and Maestro. Start talking to each other. Be like, all right, what's going on with you, man? What's happening? Are there any difficulties? Work together through it. It's the best thing you can do to overcome these issues.
And one thing I think that you pointed out in the middle of game number 2 is just how strong Northern Gaming is on that backboard. They're a team that pioneers that sort of idea, that sort of play style, that sort of offense. Something I would like to see them do, as they have been struggling just to get the ball onto that backboard of Mockit. Game number 3 here is a best of 7, so it's not match point just yet. Mystic will be able to get that one through Pashy. Violent Panda comes up to challenge, and it'll be at the midfield. Devo will fall back. Good cut from Pashy, letting Devo have time to get situated in net. Maestro will drop this one off the ceiling. Mystic is there too. Violent Panda now, trying to push it around. Remco will send it back deep into his own half. Maestro will try to play it away. Pashy's there to try and punish this one. Devo cannot get the angle, and Remco puts it around. Pashy able to block it on the wall, block it twice. He's got an open net if he can just shoot. Oh, it goes off the post. Violent Panda's trying to give him support, see if he can pick it up when he loses control, but at this point it has not worked. Great block there by Pashy to give Devo time to move back onto the defense.
Despite Devo not getting that shot, the way he controls his car, he jumps up, gets in the way, and then uses that second jump to flip back just so he can get another touch. That then buys time for Pashy to get in position, and then they reapply that pressure. Mockit looking so strong right now.
Violent Panda rolls it up the wall. Remco tries to drop it through. Goes to bump Pashy and net. Pashy is not disturbed, able to get a solid clear. Mystic meets it in the air. Great read by Mystic. Now Devo, with all the control in the world, puts it on the backboard. Dangerous situation. Violent Panda will finish it off. That's Mockit for you.
NG needs to be making those saves. As soon as that ball's played off the backboard, you see Remco start to go up. It just catches him off guard, and that jump just not close enough to it. It falls right back into play for Violent Panda, and then he's got an open net to take a shot on.
3:30 left to go in game number 3. First goal going to Mockit here. Maestro now looking to respond for Northern Gaming, who's not gotten more than 1 goal. Or no, they got 2 goals in the first game. I'm wrong. They just had trouble scoring in general in this series.
And credit of that goes to Mockit. Their defense is playing really well.
As they move this one back down into the half, they get into the corner. Remco gets it across the net, but Devo, realizing there's no real threat, waits patiently. They'll hang back on their back line and allow Mockit to have some space here. Or Northern Gaming had the space, rather. Pashy sends that one across to the other side. It's at the midfield with Maestro. Towards the backboard, dropping down. Mystic's there, but Violent Panda just takes it away from him. Every opportunity that looks like it's a good one for Northern Gaming just not coming through.
Now going into league play, all three of the teams, Mockit, Northern Gaming, and Flipside were tied first, but sneaking one through, giving themselves a goal. Good job by Remco recognizing that opportunity. Violent Panda tries to play it up the wall, but he plays it back inside. Nobody there to meet it as normal because they both look like they need boost. Able to take a shot, Remco places it good on far post.
Man, and we've been right here before. Halftime 1-1. This was game number 2. See which team is able to turn it on. See if they can get it before we go to overtime. Mystic and Maestro now working together. Small passes, get it to pass Violent Panda and Devo. An opportunity here from Mystic to put it through.
Shot from Mystic.
Excellent shot from Mystic.
Getting up and then showing that mechanical skill. We said he needed to get involved. Look at this. Maestro gets the dunk and then played up off that ceiling. He reads it perfectly and then feathers it perfectly into the net off of his bonnet. What a shot from Mystic.
2:24. Right there. I said, I was like, who's going to be able to turn it on in this next half? So far, it's Northern Gaming. They have the lead. Violent Panda sends it over towards Devo. Goes into the corner. Devo in net. Pashy with an opportunity to drop this so tight, but it goes off the crossbar. Even he couldn't find that angle. Maestro now towards the backboard. Violent Panda meets it there. Defense holding on. Devo sends that one down. Mystic with a nice long shot. Pashy able to get there, the strongest of defenders. Now 3 players from Mockit in the blue half. Pashy bumps Violent Panda and turns, realizing he's got to make this block. He successfully gets it through one, but Maestro picks it up off the touch. Now it's back in orange. Maestro taking a shot towards the net. Devo will carry it away. Remco back into the corner. Maestro gets bumped, and Devo will slam it down. Now Pashy and Devo moving out together. Mystic rotates from the mid-line and able to get the clear. 1:30 left to go in game number 3. Northern Gaming in the best situation they've been all series long. If they can hold on to this, they will take a point.
A lot of that has to do with themselves putting them in that situation. You see how well they're doing in this midfield defense. As soon as the ball is going to get cleared out, what do? They have a man up, usually Mystic in this circumstance, who puts it right back in.
Pashy now. His final minute is approaching. Mockit finds themselves in their first deficit. Devo will send this one into the corner. Here they come trying to tie this one up. Good clear from Remco, just playing the ball control game, playing keep away, keep it in the orange half. Mystic will continue that on. Keeping it in the corner here. They get in front of the net, but no follow through. Devo will be able to send it back onto the wall. Remco right there. And it seems like Mockit is not challenging as much as we've been seeing before. Many opportunities at the mid-line, just going, like you see Devo there, just completely grounded, not wanting to go up and make contact. They have a decent opportunity here as it does touch the backboard, and Devo is in the air, drops it down, but Mystic in net, able to clear it out. 20 seconds left for Mockit to work with. They're only down by 1 as Mystic shoots it in. Never mind, down by 2.
Well, you talk about Mockit as mentioned. They like to play fast. What is Northern Gaming doing? They're playing it slow. They're slowing down this game and controlling every facet. Playing slow in the midfield. Clears back inside so they keep the pressure, but overall, they're not overexerting their force.
We saw it was about, I don't know, around the 1:30 mark, and I think it was Mystic back pass.
Oh, Mystic with another one!
Pashy gets the block, an excellent play to put it over to the side. Final countdown here If Mockit can put one in, they might have a hope, but at this point, they're having trouble just getting it out of their own half. It hits 1 second. The game is over there, and Northern Gaming does finally take a game.
Good job bouncing back by Northern Gaming. We talked about it yet again just a little bit ago. Slowing down the pace. They are carrying that possession game so well. And even in the times that it does get cleared, it's taking multiple players on Mockit to clear it out. And it has to be done quickly. But the issue is now in their half. As soon as that ball gets played out, there's nobody there to follow up. And the shots that they are getting are actually pretty weak. Like Devo's shot on net was really light.
Yeah, no, and the monstrous amount of shots that Northern Gaming continues to put on. They put on 14 last game. They put on 13 this game, which is ridiculous given the number of goals that we have happening here. And it's 7 saves on the side of Mockit, really forcing Pashy and Devo to play that strong defensive line, which we've been talking about just how strong the defense is for Mockit, but they were just not able to get it going on offense this
Right, and despite that, like you see all those shots, like going into this game, I'm pretty sure they were leading everybody at the LAN with like 29% of shooting percentage. And that's definitely dipped, but that's because of the defense coming out from Mockit.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way that they're playing is very strong. And I do think, I started to talk about it in the middle of the match there, that we saw them not meeting as many 50-50s, not going up and challenging, not creating that pressure and that speed that they're so used to playing with. And if they could continue to get back into that groove, maybe we'd see them up on offense more often. But Mockit Aces right now, like you said, Northern Gaming, slowing it down, not allowing them to play their game. If they keep this up, Mockit's going to have to think of something else.
Right, and part of that has to do with as well, when you slow it down, it does give you more time to think, which at that fast pace, it's just more reactionary, just one play after another. And that doesn't suit Northern Gaming. They usually have very set plays in the aspect of the way that they pass, the way that they move upfield. Mockit just wants to go, 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 go. And now that they're not allowed to do that, they're the ones that are going to have to make those changes.
Well, they have to create that go, go, go mentality. Right here.
Like go, go, go one more time.
No, you do it. Devo with an opportunity shooting towards the net. A great block by Remco. Keeping us scoreless here in the first minute. There was that pressure we needed from Mockit, so they were able to push up. Devo now looking for an opportunity, flicks it high to Violent Panda, sends it towards the backboard. It's off to the side. Pashy watches this one. Fall back, loft it high, and not follow it at all. Let Remco put it over to the side. Mystic picks this one up and clears it down the field. All 3 Mockit players having to move back very quickly as Maestro was breathing down their neck. Remco now sends this one towards the goal. Mystic with a shot, and the Pashy right there knew exactly what was happening and blocks it.
Well played by Pashy. Get up, reading that shot and getting a phase in front of it, but still the pressure coming through for Northern Gaming.
Pashy passing out to Violent Panda. Mystic in the air, puts it off ceiling. Now Devo. Shot down the middle of the field. Remco puts it on the backboard. Violent Panda just barely taking that one away from Mystic. Maestro now in the air, carrying this one through, puts it in a nice spot. Violent Panda again interrupts on the backboard. The defense for Mockit, again, no questions here. They're able to keep these ones away very well. So lots of pressure's been coming through from Northern Gaming, but they have yet to score. 3:43 left to go. Here's another opportunity. Remco finally gets it through that line. Northern Gaming's on the board.
This is what we're used to seeing from Northern Gaming, one after another. You see Remco play this up high, goes off the backboard. You see Mystic trying to come in, that draws out Violent Panda. Then another shot immediately after leaves Pashy in such a difficult spot.
3:41 left to go. Minute and 20 in. Northern Gaming's able to score. Now Violent Panda. Does not make contact. It's on the backboard once more. He does not touch it. Maestro's got an open net here.
Maestro
puts that one in. 2-0 for Northern Gaming.
Very clean trap coming down. He sees this played off, and then just the softest of touches. Unfortunately for Violent Panda, he misses out, but then Maestro taking his time, and that's where communication comes in. Making sure his teammates say, hey man, you got it, take your time, just put it in the net.
Making sure you don't want to lose an easy one there. 3:30 left to go in game number 4. Mockit, after taking the first 2 games, struggled in game number 3, and now Northern Gaming looks to be having a nice run here. As they move this one up, Remco in the air. Able to send that one into the corner. Pashy will meet it there and then get it over the top of all 3 players from Northern Gaming who fall back onto defense. Mystic able to get that one up high, and Violent Panda meets it there. Now Mystic over to Remco. Pass off the wall, puts it deep into Mockit. Remco able to set it off the backboard. Maestro uncontested, takes the shot, but Violent Panda right there, keeping that one away. Pashy now trying to put it through. Violent Panda with ball control in front of the net. Remco sends it to the side. It rolls around, hits the ceiling, and drops down. Maestro will be able to pick that one up and send it up to Mystic, waiting in the air. Pashy trying to put it around here at halftime. Still 2-0 in favor of Northern Gaming.
Still a good play coming out from Violet Panda. I like that he's starting to do a little bit more dribbling. You saw Pashy do that actually a couple games ago, and it's able to draw out at least one defender, and that's what they're looking for.
Pashy able to get that one through. Mystic and
Pashy!
for 2. Can they finish it off? Devo and does not finish that one off as all 3 Northern Gaming players are right there in front of the ball. But Mockit still with an opportunity. Violent Panda does not get the final touch. Northern Gaming will move out. Mystic puts on the backboard. Maestro's right there. Sends it in.
Plays.
3-0 for Northern Gaming.
Northern Gaming with yet another pass play. You see this misdirection coming across one after another. Gets past all the defenders. And then again, using that back wall to draw out another defender. Just one after another. It's like they have an answer for everything now.
2:08 left to go. And Mockit, who looks so strong in games 1 and 2, now struggling to find any semblance of offense. Everything being stopped at the goal line where their shots are just not even connecting at all. We've talked about how strong their backboard play is. It seems that almost if they can get the ball onto the backboard uncontested, they will score. And yet I have yet to see this ball really hit the backboard in a meaningful way for Mockit Aces in game number 4. Violent Panda taking a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Maestro will be able to pick this one up. Remco will try to pass through, but Pashy right there in between all of the Northern Gaming players. Now Mystic has it all the way to the side. Devo plays it over the top of 2. Just one in the backfield here. He misses. This one should go in. It goes off the crossbar. Remco puts it over to the side, and it's high. Can Pashy get the angle? He tries, but is not successful. So Remco sends it away. Mystic able to get there. Now Pashy sends it back into his own corner. 1:15 left to go. Down by 3. Yet to score in game 4. And Mockit really needing to figure it out right now.
Pashy really starting to make some plays though. 3 touches alone to bring that all the way downfield. Frees up his teammates quite a bit. But you can tell the difference with Northern Gaming. Despite them playing slow, look how fast they're playing now. You see Mystic getting involved. He's moving upfield and just one hit after another. The transition from offense to defense is looking so good. Another shot on net, but saved by Violent Panda.
Very, very close there as Violent Panda is able to transition this one out. Mystic immediately responds, putting it back into midfield. A great pass to Remco, who puts it into the corner. 40 seconds left. At this point, man, it's been all Northern Gaming in game 4. They're going to tie up the series.
Yeah, back and forth, and it's just the way that they're working this field. Just one touch after another. Another beautiful shot put on net, saved by Violent Panda.
Violent Panda in net right now has been doing work for Mockit. Right now, they don't need all the defense. They have to be able to score. And the one really good opportunity they had gotten it past all 3, and Violent Panda in the air put it just barely off the crossbar, was not able to put it underneath. But that would have only been 1 goal of the 3 that they needed just to tie this game, much less to take the lead.
Yeah. Now going and looking at this game, we're all tied up. It's all evened out. And that's when the nerves start to settle in. It's like, all right, all this work, and we're back to square one.
Right.
So Northern Gaming doing a really good job battling back here to tie this up. Not an easy thing to overcome, especially against a team like Mockit, who's been playing absolutely insane.
At this point, it's a best of 3. We're going to go into game number 5. And then the first team that will be able to take 2 will be in your grand finals with the advantage, the bracket advantage. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to pull that one off, Northern Gaming or Mockit Aces. Very even game as far as statistics, but Northern Gaming so much more effective in this one.
Definitely correct in that one, and it has to do with their transitions. Starting off, they obviously make those saves. Remco coming up clutch, makes a couple good saves, but then they transition it onto offense so quick, just one pass play after another. The only times that you saw Mockit really gain some momentum through had to do with literally the fact that you saw Pashy doing it alone. He was carrying it upfield literally on his own to make those plays happen, and then the times that they did get the shots, they were either weak or it just wasn't good enough.
And something we've seen from Pashy time and time again can be that when he feels like he's in a pressure situation, he tries to take it into his own hands. He's the player that likes to play 1v1s and stuff and can be very good into that stuff. So he would be the sort of situation you're like, I'm not trusting my teammates as much, and I want to take it in my own hands. But that is exactly the strength of Mockit you don't want to take away. Their team play is exactly what has them in this situation. They have to be trusting each other. They have to make use of that backboard.
It's exactly what you said. That's perfect, and exactly what you say. That's part of the LAN environment. You see people, they'll go and contest things that they shouldn't. They'll go up for goals and shots that they shouldn't. They should just trust and confide in their team. That's part of the reason of why they're here. Why go away from that? Get comfortable, rely on your teammates, make the plays that we know you can.
Game 5 of our 7-game series here. The winner moves on to the grand finals. Both teams giving it their all. Pashy tries to push that one away. Devo in net has Maestro and Mystic in front of him. And Maestro passing back to Remco at the midfield line. Violent Panda tries to push that through. Now Mystic Again, Northern Gaming, lots of offensive pressure. Maestro shoots. They're able to keep it away, but it's not the best of clears. Violent Panda is not able to finish that one off either. A great touch there by Devo to keep it away from Maestro. Trying so hard. Many opportunities already coming through from Northern Gaming in Game 5.
Here's that pressure game, but great defensive hold coming out from Mockit. One shot after another, and those are all in dangerous spots too. When that ball's directly above your net dropping down, it's the most awkward angle to try to save.
Devo tries to push that one through, but Mystic is right there. Now Violent Panda keeps it on the ground. Remco will send it over to the side. Mystic puts it in the corner. Devo's not really sure what he wants to do. Thinks he needs to get on the backboard, but realizes the ball's on the ground, so he stays down, and Violent Panda takes a shot towards the net. It'll be Maestro who sends it away. Pashy will hang back. Watch what's going on. There he goes in the air to put it over the top of Mystic. He has a nice opportunity here, fakes out two players, but loses ball control at the same time, and no teammates are there to follow up. It's Mystic right now who has the control as he flicks it over Panda.
Really well played, though. Despite slowing it down, it allows his team to recollect. He gets the boost that he's looking for, brings it back downfield. Now they reset. All the players are starting to attack again for Northern Gaming.
Violent Panda out to Pashy. They'll put it into the corner with Maestro. Picks up ball control, sends it back to the midfield, gets it over to Devo in the back line, has to buy his teammates time. Does exactly that, popping it high. Sets it out, Mystic takes the shot. Devo actually makes the save as well. And they're gonna leave a kind of open net there as Pashy's able to rotate in. Goes off the backboard, Maestro pops it. Devo picks it up, onto the backboard once more. As Mystic sends it away. Rebco in the air, uncontested, will put it straight towards Pashy on the back wall. Now with 3 minutes remaining, nobody has scored. I believe this is the longest we've gone in this series without a goal.
Now despite seeing this third man moving up, a dunk just barely missing from Pashy hitting that post, and they're still in it.
Pashy was not able to finish that one just off. Violent Panda over to the side, approaching halftime here. Both teams with opportunities, mostly Northern Gaming though up on the offense as they are just making work and just holding on to the ball control, not allowing Mockit to do what they want.
Now a lot of that pressure does come through with the help of this back line. You see Remco usually that last man back, and sometimes it is Maestro as well. But as they move up, as soon as those two players are up, you see him getting up for an aerial so quickly and then pushing it back in. He has the trust in his teammates to rotate back just in case.
Violent Panda towards the goal. Remco to the side. Now Pashy sends it high. Remco will be able to play straight back down towards Mystic. He gets it through Devo. Violent Panda will be able to loft it towards the goal. Pashy with an opportunity, tries to put it underneath, but cannot find the net. Mystic will pick it up, get it over the top of two, continue to play this one down, puts it into the box, and Violent Panda picks it up. Here comes Mockit Aces. Goes into the corner, they bounce it straight down. Pashy's there, takes the shot towards the far corner. It bounces off the post. Pashy with another touch. It doesn't go in. It continues just to hit the post.
That's plagued them for 3 games now. They've been so close, missing just to the right, but they're getting closer and closer. Those crossbars not helping.
Minute and a half left in the game, and nobody has scored. Stevo tries to finish that one off. Violent Panda around the side. Pashy keeps it in the corner here. This has been the most extended offensive we've seen from Mockit, and it works out. Devo able to put a point in.
Just a matter of time, one shot after another. They finally maintain that possession on offense, and then you see Devo. As soon as that ball's not cleared far enough, he's up on the wall already and puts it right back at the net.
1:17 left to go. And these teams playing such tight defenses. That one goal might be the deciding factor here for Mockit. They move that one onto the backboard. Maestro does not make contact. Pashy tries to put it through, but excellent contention from Remco will demo Pashy. Leaving Violent Panda up here alone. Maestro and Remco try to finish it through. Don't make contact in the air, and Pashy's able to put it into the corner. If they can just hold this position, they'll have a good situation, but they break through that front line. It's just Devo in the back here as Remco shoots. Devo makes the
that's good for Remco!
Remco's able to touch it and tie it up.
What a play! You see these guys deciding who takes that shot. He comes in with Maestro. Maestro just swings behind him, and then Remco with the follow throw. Even though Devo makes that initial save, Remco gets in front of it, makes it in, and then you still have a man rotating back just in case. A smart decision making by Northern Gaming.
51 seconds left. It's all tied up, but the kickoff once more plaguing Northern Gaming as they give it to Mockit.
Risky play with that sheet up. You see Violent Panda get that 50-50, but as Remco swings around, you see Pashy come in and just put a quick shot on net, not able to get back in time. Is this Northern Gaming team.
When you go for a cheat up, you have to leave somebody in net because it's just that sort of situation happens if the cheat up doesn't work out for you. And now Northern Gaming, 44 seconds to work with. We've seen them score quicker than this. They can do it. set their minds here as Violent Panda tries to pick that one up. Devo actually continues to carry it, puts it onto the backboard. Pashy in a good position, shoots towards the net, puts another one in. Mockit's looking good.
That kickoff goal was the confidence this Mockit team needed. You see Devo now starting to break out of his shell. Quick touch over the top of Maestro, and then Pashy there waiting perfectly.
Excellent push into offense. 32 seconds left, and now it's much more difficult for Northern Gaming as they have to score 2 to force overtime here in Game 5. Remco will shoot. It's on the backboard. Maestro with an opportunity. He misses, does not make contact. That would have put this game within reach. They're not able to pull it off just yet. They still have an opportunity, but 15 seconds to score 2. Violent Panda playing it over the top of Maestro. Mystic is there, but Devo gonna wait this one out. Realizes the time is on his side. Just runs that clock down, puts it over the top of 2, carries it all the way into the blue. And as this clock hits 1 second, Game 5 will go to Mockit Aces.
Smart clock management at the end there as well. You see him bring it up the wall and then just hovers next to it. Doesn't make a play, doesn't force it inside. Just literally trying to waste that last 10 seconds.
Game 6 approaching here. Mockit, they pull that one off. They are through to the grand finals. They only have to win one more. Northern Gaming has to pull it off 2 times in a row. They want to be able to do that one there. Again, interesting game here with 8 shots from the side of Northern Gaming, 6, excuse me, NA math. Mockit Aces is able to pull off. Very close one, much lower shot percentage than we've seen in the previous games.
Well, you're starting to hear this crowd get into it. They want that Northern Gaming team to come back, and they've shown that they're capable of that, but still, Mockit Aces finally showing up on defense. Violent Panda getting involved, and you see Devo carrying this downfield. We haven't seen much of Devo actually this series, except for a couple of those shots that were a little bit weak. But look at him now, standing at the top of that leaderboard, trying to get involved in every facet of this field, offense and defense.
For sure, and one of the things we saw yesterday, and these things can change from day to day, was Violent Pandas being such a strong player. They were talking about it on the desk, how they were like, let's give Violent Panda the opportunities to shoot. But it has been Devo today that has been doing the work for Mockit Aces as they are 1 game away from clinching that grand finals.
I mean, that's got to be a good feeling, but that's also a lot of pressure.
Absolutely.
So that hasn't been an issue for them yet, and I don't foresee it being an issue, but now it's literally up to Northern Gaming. Can they bounce back? Are they able to secure this without having to drop into the lower bracket?
Or will Northern Gaming be able to send us to a Game 7? You know, why not get the Game 7s going right away?
I mean, I'm here all day. Why not?
Yeah, I'm just here for Rocket League, man. I'd be down for any games. Neutral kickoff here in game number 6. So Mystic tries to play that one down and away. Maestro will put it onto the backboard. A nice setup there, but Pashy will send it high. Bounces off the ceiling. Remco picks it up on the rebound. Violent Panda will drop it back towards midfield. Now Mystic, very high. Devo interrupts it. Mystic will try to keep this offensive going. Pashy dropping it back down to the middle. Devo does not make contact. Remco's able to get onto the backboard. A nice setup here. Maestro takes the shot. Pashy is not able to get there in time. Northern Gaming strikes first.
Covering all aspects of that shot. You see Remco put it on net up high. Follows up, gets Violent Panda out of the play completely. Maestro puts a shot. Unfortunately for Pashy, he's caught up in the net, trying to make a save. Just not able to rotate and make a save on his own because he flips in that same area.
4:27 left to go in game number 5. Game number 6, rather. And Northern Gaming doing what they need to do to keep their hopes of the upper bracket alive. Oh, and that pinch going to go the entire distance. Mystic is there. The shot was wide either way. Pashy will be able try and keep this pressure up. Devo's hit goes lateral. Mystic is able to take a shot. Violent Panda is there. Remco in with a follow-up. It goes wide. And Devo now over to the side. They'll slow this one down, get set up in a way that they like. Not able to get it through Maestro, though. Just wins the 1v2 and the 1v1.
One after another, and that's smart by Maestro. Their team isn't going for some of these 50-50s. They're just rotating around, repositioning, and then contesting. But still, the way that they're swapping players in one after another, good save by Devo.
Yeah, great setup by Mystic. Remco was right there. Mock is able to block that one away. Pashy patiently waits it out, gets it past Mystic. Remco comes up, and Devo wins the 50-50. It's onto the backboard. Pashy in a nice spot. Tries to send that one towards the net, but cannot find his target. Violent Panda will rotate in. His touch is soft, but it's worked out for him so far as they've got it in the blue corner. Devo will send it onto the backboard. Mystic, that backboard defense, so important. He sends it away. Violent Panda keeps the pressure on, and Remco clears it to the side. Mystic will pick up boost and look to pass it back into the middle. Maestro moved quickly. He's got it back into the other side. A good transition here for Northern Gaming. Violent Panda looks to carry this one down. Remco puts it high. Mystic in a nice place, cannot finish it off. It bounces down. It's sitting in this corner. All three members of Northern Gaming very close up and personal, but Remco falls back. Prepare for the onslaught coming through from Mockit. 2:50 left to go in this game. Mockit has yet to score. A double demo there onto Northern Gaming will open up some space.
What a good way to reset as well. Pashy's starting to get creative. Wants to be a little bit more aggressive. Trinks out 2 players, and as soon as they try to pressure that on, there's no players left to do it. So still allowing his team to reset, collect boost, but Northern Gaming still able to keep the pressure.
Solid shot from Maestro. Pashy saves it away. Violent Panda now upfield. Pashy with a good opportunity. Lofts it high. Maestro on the backboard will play it to the side. Pashy's still there, just everywhere on this field. Ian Devo in the corner. Try to slow it down. See if they can get something set up. They pass it out towards Violent Panda, but Mystic right there. The shot was soft. He's able to save it. 2:10 left on the clock now as Mystic clears it into the corner. Northern Gaming trying to extend their lead, going back up on offense. Devo pushes this one down. Pashy in the air will wait it out, drop it to the corner. Violent Panda now able to pick this one up on the touch from Northern Gaming. They're all spread out. Very many players just attached to this wall at the moment. Maestro is not able to get it through Pashy on the back line. They'll be able to go all the way back to the corner. Low-scoring game so far from both these teams. A great dunk there by Mystic. That might get it going for Northern Gaming as they try to extend the lead, but Devo carries it through the air, bounces it off the ground. Remco will send it to the side. Nobody at home right now as Mystic tries to play it straight down the middle. A great intercept from Pashy as Mystic had a line onto the goal.
2 back-to-back mechanical plays for both teams. You see Devo, the way that he positions his car after that air dribble, he just angles it in a way so if he does get contested, it's going to go in his favor. After that, you see Mystic bring that back upfield and then takes a quick cut back on the ball, pops it up, and then tries to go for a second touch. Really good decision-making from both teams.
Bouncing off the ceiling, Devo will pick it up. An excellent read to put it into the corner. And Mockit another opportunity. 3 players moving out here. Remco again, the last line to fall back. Pashy with an opportunity, puts on the backboard. Devo's there. He gets the angle so close, but so difficult to create speed onto that ball at the angle he was coming in at. Final minute of game number 6, and Devo puts it out into the middle. Remco's the first one there, gets another touch.
Oh my
Pashy's
goodness,
not able to touch it. A great play by Remco.
What is that touch upside down? He gets the first hit and then corrects himself upside down to put it past Pashy. To be aware of that? What?
39 seconds left to go here in game number 6. And I have been told we did not have any Game 7s last year. This will be the first Game 7 in live finals history.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
They're able to pull this off. That would be monumental for Northern Gaming. As Mystic is now moving forward. Puts it in. Just goes straight in. That's 3 goals.
Well, it looks like Northern Gaming is trying to make some history happen here. In this 50-50, you see Pashy. He's too far forward on the side, so that's going to pinch out of his favor anyway. But still, needs to make a play as that one of those last guys back. It just, unfortunately for him, it bounces off and goes in his net.
And 22 seconds left to work with. Mockit in a very rough place if they wanted to put it away in this one. They're going to take it down to the wire. Oh, Northern Gaming almost puts another one in. They might be able to get this one as nobody is in the net. Devo has to get an excellent pass here. But at this point, final countdown, down by 3. Game 7 approaching as Northern Gaming's able to tie it up again.
Well, after all this, you see it. 2 games going in favor of Mockit, 2 games in favor of Northern, 1-1, 1 to the other. If we have a pattern, this next game should be in Mockit. But Northern Gaming looked so good that game. They slowed it down. They made it go fast. They controlled everything. And look at that score, 3-0. That's the kind of momentum you want going into that last game in the match.
It's amazing to me how many shots Northern Gaming is able to put on in these games that we see at such low score margins. 7 shots again coming through. They just continue to pound this one through. And we've got a Game 7 approaching. It all comes down to this. They like to make us wait for it longer.
Well, it's whatever better way to make sure you're going into the grand finals. You're going to bring it to Game 7 against a team that hasn't been tested yet, and now they're testing you? Phenomenal.
Yep, no, Mockit has their work cut out for them. They've been able to take 3 games so far off of Northern. I have no idea how this one's going to go. Any team could light it up, and it's been very, very cool to watch the way that these guys have been able to play. But man, Mockit Ace is not able to get any offense going again.
Well, I mentioned it very early in the series. We mentioned how, these 3 teams have been tied after league play. League play going into the regional championships, they're all tied 5-2. But due to percentages and stuff, these guys were put down. They had to battle back, and they did it after losing to Precision Z, who they ended up, having to play against, but they scraped by.
Yeah.
So now you see these guys playing out, and it's like, okay, the top 3 of EU is battling one after another, and it's just phenomenal to see how these guys come out.
Game number 7 for your winner bracket finals to qualify for the grand final match. It all comes down to this. Man feels where it'll happen. And the kickoff is neutral, gonna win out for Pashy here in the end. Remco sends it to the side. Diva will pick this one up and push it right back. The counterplay is coming through immediately on both sides of the ball. And Pashy tries to wrap it around the corners. Not able to get there as Violent Panda keeps this one going for Mockit Aces. Remco puts it down to the line. Remco will be able to continue it as Maestro picks up that pass. Goes back to the middle. Ball just making laps around this field right now. Just continuing around, not even coming close to the goals. Both teams playing this nice, wide, loose defense. Maestro will keep that one down on the ground at this point. Devo will try to pinch it, but cannot get it through. Mystic wins out the 50-50 as well. It's all up to Remco here. So he plays it over the top of Violent Panda. Can they finish it? No, it's wide of the goal.
Red Idea, though, gets a second touch for his teammate, trying to make those passes happen. But now they need to be careful. They need to spread out again as they're all cluttered up in that corner.
Violent Panda will play this one on the wall, looking to be aggressive, carry it through all by himself. Can he finish this one off? Maestro has to challenge. Devo puts it high. It's on the backboard, and Pashy's up for it. He gets it past Remco. Excellent shot by Pashy.
Violent Panda not able to get the freestyle, but his teammate gonna follow up afterwards. Gets that pass from Devo as soon as it drops, and then wins the 50-50 over Remco. What a well-played shot, and a good team play all around from Mockit Aces.
3:54 left to go in game number 7. Mockit Aces with the first goal. With how low scoring these games have been, that might be all they need. But they cannot let it up. Northern Gaming is knocking on the door. Violent Panda will drop that one towards the box. Pashy is there. Sets this one high for Devo, looking for the angle. Drops it very soft, trying to be unpredictable. Getting creative with his plays. Violent Panda now takes a shot towards the net, blocked by Mystic. Remco on that last line will be able to keep it in the corner. Now he tries to transition out. Maestro taking a shot towards the net. Pashy is there. Violent Panda to drop it. Mystic over to Maestro. Excellent passing off the wall, giving Northern Gaming an opportunity, but no one followed up that pass, and that'll leave it back with Mockit here as they push across the midfield line.
Yeah, still fighting in the midfield. You see shots starting to come from a little bit further away, but the nice thing that does is as you apply that pressure, it forces someone on defense to have to get into net. But the response from Devo off the backboard.
He drew up the goalie. Pashy's there. He finishes it off. It's 2-0 Mockit.
The counterattack and then the follow-up from Mockit. You see Devo, like you said, he was getting so creative. That one not creative at all. Just jumps up, pops over the top. Luckily for him, though, it hits that crossbar, bounces down, puts it in position for Pashy, and he's able to capitalize on that mistake.
And the double follow-up from Violent Panda and Pashy, covering all the angles, not knowing where the ball was going to bounce and being where they needed to be. They get it past the front line once more. It's on the back line, and Remco clears it away. You can hear his fans chanting. They want this one. As Pashy sets that one high, Remco carries it over and into this orange. Devo gets a nice block, but it's on the backboard again. Mystic in a nice spot, cannot get it through. Violent Panda saves it again.
Violent Panda, as you mentioned, coming up clutch on defense this series, but Pashy's starting to slow it down. This is where they get dangerous. It's really difficult to predict, and it gives them time. With being up 2-0, it gives them the ability to take risks.
Devo takes a shot just past halftime. Mockit holds on to this 2-0 lead. Maestro gets it past 2. Violent Panda in the air again saves it. The savior medal for Violent Panda as he continues to keep them clean here in game number 7. Devo in the corner now. Jukes it past 2 players. Gets a demo onto the third. It's open for Pashy, but Remco falls on it. Continues to read, knowing where the shot's coming. Violent Panda, though, continues on here. Onto the backboard once more. Mockit, after slow games 3, 4, and 6, has been able to really turn it on right now. 1:48 left to go.
You see these guys playing smart. Passes inside, it just doesn't seem to be enough. Mockit has a response to everything that's happening, but then the way they handle it after that, they transition it immediately back to their offensive side, and then they pressure. Unfortunately for NG, they're playing from behind, so they have to play a little bit more careful.
They're starting to kind of get up on top of each other, getting a little bit tangled on the defense. Not what you want to see for a team in their situation. As Devo drops this one in, Maestro will get the save and block that one away. He earns himself a savior medal as well to match Violent Pandas. 1:16 on the clock. They're only down by 2. Plenty of time to work with. They've got to start being effective as Devo puts it straight back down into their half. No one in net. Can Violent Panda drop it down? No. Mystic gets the touch, sends it away. Pashy will win the 50-50 with Maestro, and that just buys his team a bit of time to get resituated on the defense. They get it past two. Violent Panda in net, watching it. Their star defender at this point. Mystic takes a shot. Final minute of gameplay. He drops it to Violent Panda, who plays it past one. Can't get it past Maestro. His 50-50 game has been on point this whole series. 45 seconds left for Northern Gaming to pull this one off. As Maestro over to Remco. Pashy just continues to keep this ball deep in Northern Gaming territory. 30 seconds approaching here as Maestro's able to get it across the midfield line. They need a goal right now. And Violent Panda will pick it up, pop it over the top of Mystic. Remco picks it in the corner, slows it down, tries to create anything he can, but Devo's right there. 18 seconds left on this clock, and Maestro has a shot opportunity, but it's saved by Pashy. Mystic will send it away, and Remco wants to shoot this one through. It's off the side. It's not there. Final countdown of Game 7, winner to Grand Finals, and the block, it goes away. Mockit Aces will do it. They'll be able to go through. They are through to the Grand Finals.